Flores setting for Tanashi and Davazocheva, and that's where the point will come. It is Caleb Jennis right here on the near side, goes cross court. That's a point for the BYU Cougars. And BYU going to take the first of two matches.
A lot of opportunities presented itself on Thursday night and we just missed them. That's a part of learning as a team, is understanding, going back and looking at the opportunities you had and what adjustments you could make in order to maybe impact potential outcomes. And nothing crazy. I think it was more about how well we played in certain parts of our game and still had a lot of opportunities to win, and then how many opportunities we gave away and lost so closely.
After our first game, we definitely had a lot of anger between everybody and in themselves, more so on like how individually everyone played. But I think with the whole ring ceremony and everybody kind of just being able to take that like breather and realize that like we have accomplished many great things last year and we can start it all again this year with a brand new team.
The nation's capital for volleyball is at Ball State University in Muncie, Indiana.
Friday night was just a really special opportunity for us to celebrate with our family and our friends and be able to take a look back to 2022's team and celebrate that group and that accomplishment.
I love my mom. We have such a tight relationship. My dad was here too.
Ring swap.
And I think just being able to see them and like have them come down for such a big match and also be there for the ring ceremony was something really like memorable for me, because they don't always get to come up, and it's hard for me sometimes. But I mean, with the friends that I made here, it's like they kind of not replace, but they're like they fill that hole of like needing somebody to support me at my games, and they kind of take over. So when my parents come down and my friends are here too, it's just kind of like, I guess, double the fun. Because my mom, she's probably the loudest person in this arena. Like, you can hear her from across the court. And just having her be here.
Take your attention courtside as we recognize a team with some very special accomplishments this past year. It's your 2022 Ball State men's volleyball team.
There are so many hands that contributed to our success last season, and for us to be able to take a step back and celebrate that was great.
This was our biggest game since the beginning of this year, besides at UH, because we played them in Hawaii. But for us to play here and like play against like a big time school that's ranked, I think our nerves were super high, and I think just winning that game, it made us realize that we don't need to be some Olympic level team to play our own style and like do our own thing to win games.
It was huge for Team Morale. I mean, whenever you play a ranked team like that, you get a big win. It always boosts our confidence a little bit going into conference play. So I think that was a big stepping stone for us going into this week.
My philosophy has always been you can't change how you prepare based on who you're preparing for. Like, and mentality-wise, like you gotta prepare the same all the time. Doesn't matter if the opponent is a high RPI opponent, conference, non-conference, like Champions don't care about who they're playing. They just want to compete and take care of their side of the net. You know, the things that when you're in February and March become a lot harder because, you know, guys have been in classes since August and they've been on the grind for a while. And this is the time when the high-level athletes start to separate themselves. And it's also the time when our student athletes also start to hit a little bit of a slump. So I think right now just consistency in everything we're doing. And, you know, we kind of reiterated that in practice today. And I think our guys are doing a good job.